Welcome to Onivia Highlights. These are the best highlights from the LCK Spring 2025.
Yeah. I wonder if he's in any trouble here. We got Cuz coming down, and he's got the inside track, a decently sized wave as well. Bit of damage coming in. Cuz looks like he does want to get in on this one. The flash comes out from Keen, but he just gets crit down by the Jin, and his first blood over to the Nefiri already.
Both of which are incredible at diving turrets. And then we're also having Sion in a...
Oh, Chovy in a rough spot here as he might be going down. He's got flash, though, and he's just trying to walk it off. I think he will be okay. A dive, though, brewing on the bottom side.
Peter's like, I'll flash forward. I'll get him.
It's a very different vibe from the bro and brew type of brewing. And yeah, a lot of action down in that south jungle. I do wonder what is going to happen if there will be a collapse in here. Duro just kind of walking around, baiting them into a fight. As Cuz goes untargetable, Peter getting pretty low though, has to flash away, and immediately the punish is coming out from Gen.G. They went a bit too deep in the enemy jungle, and wow, look at the damage coming out from the Xin Zhao as well. Chovy nearly dies, but he lives on a little bit of health, and that's going to be feeds a warfare over to Gen.G. And for about 7.5 minutes.
Ooh, this looks maybe a little better for KT because we do have Dokdom already on the way. A 5v5 possibly here.
I'm not sure if KT should really fight this one. They're going to engage onto a Xin Zhao. That's not going to work. In goes Peter, he dies immediately. And now we got Nefiri in a lot of trouble. Cuz just running away. The Jin ult does hit everyone, but it just didn't do that much damage at this point in the game. As a big decimating smash hits 3, but casting is alone, and it's just a free fight for Gen.G. And they're going to get 5 grubs as well.
The last fight I liked in principle, immediate follow-up from the rest of the team, and just 100-0 him in the CC and take him down. Like that.
Well, they're going to try to do it again, but nobody's there. I mean, the follow-up is just not there. The damage isn't there, BDD wasn't there, and now Peter's just going to die. He's just free food. And I feel for Peter, he's trying to make plays, but like the coordination on the side of the KT is just non-existent. Dokdom is going to try to disengage code, and he gets denied. I am so happy about that. You have no idea.
Wow. Dokdom hater over here.
No, just a disengaged cone hater, but man.
Even for me, this is a tough.
Dokdom engaged on. Now, Ruler doesn't have his blade caller, so he's just engaged on, and then he walks away. Now, Dokdom steps back up, nearly dies. He does not have his flash, but he does have barriers, so maybe that's why. Trying to bait Ruler into something. To be fair, I mean, when you're this far behind, you do have to take risks. You do have to go for funky plays that look weird to try to set stuff up and bait the enemy team in.
For me, this is great. Because for me, all this is doing...
Chronicler, they're diving the second turret in top lane. BDD's just dead. Okay, well, down he goes.
This is making sure that the expectations are as low as possible going into the T1 series. And guess who I predicted there?
Yeah, KT.
I did, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm feeling great right now.
You're the only one who did that, by the way.
I don't know if I'm delusional or if it's actually good.
Maybe KT would have had a chance, but then you predicted them, so now all bets are off. Keen is very deep, but he's got flash, and so he just flashes over to Duro, who of course is controlling the enemy jungle 16 minutes into the game. Now, Gen.G, they're only 7,000 gold ahead here at 16 minutes.
Your fiber in your
yeah, exactly.
Right? Oh, I get it.
I wanted to have some greens in there.
Oh yeah, I still have one batch of what I call. House might be dead.
Well, he has his flash. And Duro is flashing after him. They're going very deep for this one, but I think it doesn't matter. They can just do this. Meanwhile, Chovy is, he had that prepared. He had the knockback ready for when Cuz gets over the wall. And Chovy just, I mean, for him...
The turret's still up!
Yeah. Casting's just ulting the other way.
Nice. Get that wave, bud.
Yeah.
You got him.
Huge. Yeah, they have a bunch of Void Mites here that they can push with.
One more. Come on.
Alongside of the Rift Heralds.
One more wave. Casting.
Ruler took the aggro from the turret.
He can do one more wave. It's fine. So he has this game. I don't think it's happening.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, okay, what if he dives the fountain on purpose?
I think,
at the end.
You know, pro gamers generally don't care too much about the milestones, but I think this one he cares about a little bit. Duro got stuck behind a wall, and he is going to get out.
To the best of us.
Or is he? Okay, the flash comes out. Yeah, he's getting out. Casting also is going to flash away. Meanwhile, Cannon's just doing his own jungle while Keen is pushing the bot lane. They're 10,000 gold ahead at 19 minutes.
He traded flash for flash. That's worth.
How did this game fall apart so quickly?
Like, what was it, 7-8 minutes in, they started to fall behind?
It was 7.5 minutes. That's when the fight happened in their jungle.
Yeah.
And then at 12 minutes, it was like only a 3,000 gold
Just
lead.
don't make mistakes.
In the span of 7 minutes, it's been like a 7,000 gold lead. More. Peter's going to knock away Ruler. And I guess he'll deny Ruler the kill. Chovy's going deep for one. Got to be careful not to die, though, as meanwhile, Duro is going to finish off the Jin. In goes Cuz. He wants to get that kill, but Chovy's just so far ahead, it's just not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
Oh, he knew about that.
Not this game.
Oh, my God.
Yep.
This is just mean towards me.
I mean, it's
without
true, so
without adding seat stealing.
they're not baseless, you know.
Yes, they are.
All right, we're diving Chovy. We're gonna get a kill on Chovy.
He doesn't have flash.
BDD did get stunned.
He doesn't have flash.
Oh no! They're gonna try to get him. He doesn't have flash, and down goes Chovy. And there you go. He dies. It is possible. He's human. And the rest of the game will play out normally. Gen.G are pushing mid lane, and they might just end the game now. Cannon's soloing the Alacon.
This gives me the same feeling as when Rich killed the perfect game.
Yeah.
And you're like, man, just let them have it at this point. Like, it's not going to matter. Why would you do that?
It's about sending a message.
Yeah.
Maybe you're going to beat us by over 10,000 golds, and it's going to be a really one-sided game. But
is it
we
time?
killed Chovy.
Is it time to have the Chovy's washed conversation?
Sure.
He died.
Yeah, he did die, so I think it's over for him. Maybe next year. We can all hope. Casting is just getting bullied. Looks like he'll be okay.
Canyon is just so...
Yeah, what if Canyon wasn't soloing the Otacon? What if he was top lane?
Yeah, Canyon.
Yeah.
What's that about?
Why didn't he help out Chovy? Meanwhile, Peter's dead. And there is a fight going on. KT still fighting this one, and now Xin Zhao getting pretty low, but he does throw his ult in, and a massive shot, or knockback does come through. The seismic shove from Chovy, and that is going to do a nice amount of damage. But low health bars here on the side of Gen.G. Yes, they are very far ahead, but they got themselves into a wonky spot, and they're not going to overplay their hands.
They're scaling, though.
Dinner served soon. We got to get to that dinner. That's kind of how it feels when Gen.G are playing.
Cuz steal this.
Well, he's going to be on the opposite side of the wall, and that's a big ult.
Wait, they can get it.
They can just
They can get it.
They can just take the Baron, and it goes to Jin. KT. They're not out of this yet. They are going to lose Peter, but they got the Baron, and now they're only 9,000 gold behind. For a second, I thought we had DNF later, but it's actually Bro versus DRX. It's a different series. Trying to chase after Ruler here. Gen.G now are taking this a bit more seriously. They're setting up traps. They're hiding on bush. And they're going to throw out a wall here. Looking for BDD, who is going to knock in Chovy! And Chovy goes down. And all of a sudden, KT are coming back in this game. We got a Jin ult now. We're going to hold them down. But it does just a meager amount of damage here to... Oh, here comes Casting. Choo-choo! Very nice angle. He's not going to hit anything, but in he goes. Going to force Gen.G to turn around, and this is a 4v5. The Peter ult misses, though. And so not a great angle. Duro goes in, goes out. And KT, they want to fight over something here. They need to get some standing gold on the map. Canyon getting low. He's got his ult, though. That is going to push them away. Duckdom getting extremely low himself. The knockup comes in from Duro. Ult from Cuz. They want to take out Keen here. There's now Redemption on the top side, but Keen is all alone. They're isolating him, but he kills them all instead. And Duckdom not able to finish the job. And they went just a bit too deep for this one. They saw the angles, they saw the lights, and BDD, he only gets the Rakan. It's a triple kill for Keen. And now we got TP coming in here as well. Chovy wants his revenge, and he'll take out Casting with Ruler. And maybe now Gen.G can end the game. If not, they'll get an Ocean Soul at least.
It says a lot about the split that Chovy's been having that I sold that to Leah Wally and I'm like, oh man, I can't wait to see what his angle is. His angle was faceplant. It did not work. Complete disaster. But the rest of Gen.G also has colossal gold leads, right? We are talking about, before that fight, it was like, what, 3K for Keen? This Jace is an absolute monster. As the Nexus sure to fall. Gen.G had a little bit of fun with it. But it did not feel like they were threatened. And now they do have the powered up Ocean Soul. As why are we being mean to Doc Dom, guys? You're fine. Definitely, there are compositions where you see that and you need to have a conversation about how do we ever win if we fall behind. I don't think we both know Maiden Abyss.
Maiden Abyss, yeah.
That.
Oh, wait, he dashed into it! Oh, BDD! Not like this!
Oh no, not the face cam! Oh. You get hit and you get slapped and you just die.
Generally, like, it's a Lee Sin Q.
Oh,
Second
yeah.
it hits you and you're like, oh, I'm dead.
Yeah, oh, that's fun.
Yeah. KT going for this. They get the one grub. And Smite used, so okay, this is Smite coming down from Canyon. The engage goes in, but that's on the two tankiest members of Gen.G. Now Casting does get a very nice equalizer, though, as Peter eventually goes down. And the equalizer does do a whole lot of damage, but Keen comes in, and Duck Dom is out of the fight, and now Casting and Cuz, they might get this kill on Canyon, but I don't know if they're getting out. It looks like Gen.G, they want to dive Duck Dom and maybe get some turret plates instead and just leave them be. Kind of a weird zoom out fight that we get occasionally. Cuz is coming back, but yeah, Duck Dom's dead. The ball doesn't even hit. Cuz and Casting gets away.
I'm gonna be real. I think you just go for by Keen, and then it goes from there. And then Peter again. These engages.
Well, he might just die again. There's the stun from the Braum, and he doesn't have flash because they just fought before. So goes in. Not really sure how he got hit there.
Maybe, yeah, as mentioned, I think the fight, it's another example. I feel like Peter's had a lot of these where the engage can be good, like the idea is nice, but you need your team to also be ready. Otherwise, you're just going alone and dying. But also, we don't know what the comms are. Maybe the rest are saying go for the engage, and then there's no follow-up. It's always hard to know. But that def mid, not really an excuse for that one.
Well, Duro's here. We do have an equalizer, but the Gust of Blows do come in, and Casting doesn't have his flash, so he might just die. The kill on a Chovy! They get him again in game number 2. Meanwhile, we have a sleep up in the top side. Can Cuz kill any of them? The burn coming in. He's got Leandri's. Keen goes down. And KT trade up on both sides of the map.
Are we gaming?
So it's just a free turret for Gen.G. Feels like a little bit of an oversight. And now Chovy just going to be able to both teams 5v5. Rift Heralds, leashed. And they're going in onto Peter, who is getting pretty low. That one is stolen by Canyon, and he just locks him into the wall. The damage not quite there to BDD. He does go back, and now the Braum goes down. Low health bars here for KT. They don't get the eye yet. Cuz not going to be able to deny Canyon from getting that, though. Here comes the Realm Warp. They go straight into Casting a Duck Dom, not carrying a single bed. And no disengage cone for you this time either. The engage cone comes in from Canyon. We got an arrow that is dodged and a rock. But it's not going to land. Gen.G, they win the fight.
I'm gonna have to look again. PD did 300 damage in that fight. A little more here.
Flashing on Ruler, and they're gonna get him. That's 535 gold given to BDD's Yone.
Gold leads the same when this turret falls. Good enough.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
The punish. He kind of knows, but not really.
No, he doesn't know.
Yeah, he doesn't. Well, he doesn't have his ult. He doesn't have flash. And he has Cuz. Oh, a little dash away. Okay. Cuz gonna force the flash himself. Duro.
Runs going down. Obviously, we do know Costa survives, and then BDD held his ult. Just tasty snack. And the fact that Ruler flashes and just dies, that's a big deal. That cooldown not being available.
Yeah.
It's actually a game. I know we've been memeing a lot.
This is a game.
But this is playable for KT.
This is a real game. I mean, we have
fights if left alone if they get to 3 items. But what if we just killed Canyon and didn't care?
I mean, I don't know if you ever do. And okay, it's going to be pulled out of the wall. And maybe you do now.
You have to sleep.
Yeah. Sleep available. Impale comes through. No help for Canyon. It's just a kill. And yes, you absolutely do, Valdez. Easy kill onto Canyon. I think he got a heart steal stacked
They're
up.
going to burst it down.
Yeah.
It's just gone.
They're just going to let it go. KT? They're in the game. Akon for free? Well, they might have to pay with the mid-inner, but Equalizer comes down. Chovy wanted to stick around, but he's taking a bunch of damage. He is quite tanky, but because the good
pedals.
Their whole top side of the map is ahead on levels on everyone that's not keen. But they don't have that OP item, which is still having some back and forth. It is still a game so far. Little arrow is going to hit. That hitbox was insane. Casting is going to flash away. And the follow-up with Engage Wrong, just going to miss. But now even Heal used to try to take him down. And do they even get him? Looks like eventually they will, just barely going to take a bunch of damage. Meanwhile, we got this dragon just given over. Gen.G say, well, if you want one Hextech dragon, we'll just take your base instead. They're going to get a bunch of turrets off of this. They get 2 in mid, it looks like, and 1 in top, potentially, for the trade of 1 dragon. I'd say worth.
Yeah, it's a big gold swing. That's a really big gold swing. We'll see if KT get this. They do have 5 grubs, so I think they should be able to. It's not the end of the world. We trade a dragon for a mid lane turret, or it's 2 mid lane turrets, so it's not really worth, but it's not the end of the world. Yeah, do get this. So that's what, 2.5k? Gold lead still.
Difficult, or, you know, he's just going to live and do a ton of damage to you. It's a ward here on the dragon, or the Baron rather, so KT is waiting it out.
They don't know.
Oh, they're going to throw in an ult, and that's going to give them the information. They just keep them at bay. Just say, well, we're not going to engage into you. Casting on a ward, they know where he is, waiting to Equalizer. And they're looking to punish, actually. And that didn't work very well. The KT, meanwhile, they're just pushing mid. They're going to get the turret. KT playing this pretty well in the mid lane. But Gen.G do have position on the Baron. Might look to just start it.
Come on, KT. Let them take it. They have so much AoE damage. BD finishes his shield blow. That's a big spike. But they're doing it right now, Valdez.
Yeah, just chipping away at it. They have a Skarner, so he can tank almost indefinitely.
Is it not just gone?
Yeah, the arrow goes in, and 3 people on it. The damage is there, Cuz going around the right side. He has the angle, but he's not going to take it. Does not flash on into that one. Try to engage on the rise, not going to work out. And now the stun comes in on the BDD. He's pulled in. The follow-up is pretty lackluster, but eventually he does go down, and Peter will fall as well. And Ruler, he's just untouched the entire time, doing insane amounts of damage. The Chaos Storm as well, burning away, ticking away at the KT health bars. So Gen.G, it was looking a little bit precarious, but then they just won the entire fight and got the Baron.
Keen kind of duking it out, but the moment it comes through, the engage needs to be crisp. And Peter, again, like, he uses so much in an attempt to get on top of Keen.
Follow up on that one either. So, yeah, Gen.G just keeping them at arm's length the entire game, it feels like. Not necessarily rushing this one. A double impale comes through. Peter trying to disengage, but it's not going to happen. The Chaos Storm is already gigantic. Big Yone ult on a 3, though. And, well, he's not going to die, but yeah, he looked cool in the ult, at least. Gigantic Chaos Storm coming on through. And Chovy, he died in this game as well, but only once. This KDA is still incredible, and he should be able to take out BDD eventually. I would imagine. He's got Zhonya, so no reason to not go for this. Takes him out, and that is the 7th kill on top of it all. And Gen.G take a relatively straightforward game number 2, and they get the 2-0 here tonight. KT, no roller coaster. We had some mild speed bumps, we called it, but that's about it. The expected result comes through. Gen.G take the 2-0, and they